Hi, my name is Debra Nixon-Bowles. I am the CEO and founder of Women Call Moses Coalition and Outreach. I'm also a survivor. Domestic violence is very complex, and I often say this. A lot of times survivors, when they call and I say, well, are you being abused? They say, no, he doesn't hit me. Well, domestic violence is not all about just hitting, intimate partner, anytime someone put their hands on you, you also verbal abuse, you're not going to be nothing, you're nobody, calling you names, pushing you, financially telling you, you can't survive, controlling the money, controlling you, telling you what you can and cannot wear, isolating you from your friends, telling you you can't be with your loved ones, mind control. There is so many different ways when someone's sexual abuse, abuse is abuse, it happened to women, children, men. No one is exempt when it comes to domestic violence. Domestic violence affects us all some form of fashion, not you directly, but if you look around on your job, sometimes you don't know why, your coworker is coming in late. She might have got hit just for coming to work. Sometimes the perpetrator don't want her to leave, and she's just trying to make ends meet, but she has to go to work. And you just think she's quiet for no reason. And she just went through something with the perpetrator at home, and you can't identify. It's not always marked. Sometimes silence. That's the killer, is that silence. As a CEO, I provide proper staffing for safety. I make sure that we have policy, procedures, and program in place for staffing and our clients. Also, as a CEO, I never like to put a title on myself. I just feel that I'm a survivor and I'm in with the team, and I'm about this passion when it comes to domestic violence. Women Call Moses Coalition and Outreach provide resources for women and children that have been impacted by domestic violence. And sometimes males, they need, assistance as well. We don't discriminate, but that's not our area. But sometimes there's men that have been impacted by some type of domestic violence. So we don't discriminate, but we do have resources for them. We send them to our partners like the Family Place that assists, males that have been impacted by domestic violence. Housing has been a very big challenge for women that flee from domestic violence. So we're on hands with, transitional housing. Sometimes we put our survivors in hotels when all the other shelters are at capacity, because we don't want our survivors to go back to a perpetrator because they have nowhere to go. We also transportation, Uber, Lyft, bus passes, trains. Sometimes they have to fly out to go to family members for safety. We get sponsors for that if that's the case. And so we provide all type of resources that I love. Sometimes we have to come out the box. Sometimes they just need Pampers to get away, with infants. Sometimes baby food, clothing, just enough to, get in a safe place. So there are many resources that Women Call Moses. We've teamed up with legal firms. They do pro bono cases. And so there's just many, many resources. We partner with everybody in the Metroplex area. Kroger's is one that we work with. Walmart, getting gift cards for those women that are on the run. Sometimes they don't have time to get food, or sometimes they don't even have time to get clothing. So we try to give increments of gift cards anywhere from $25, $50 to $100. If you feel that you're in a unhealthy relationship, you feel that your life is being threatened, or you just don't know, feel free to reach out to Women Call Moses at wcmcares.org or call the Domestic Violence Hotline. And a lot of times you can't even remember any number. The 3 that I always tell my survivors is 911, because they have many resources. Once the police get there, they have lots of resources. So again, when you're going through abuse, and I remember the first time I got punched in my face, there's no way that I could remember a hotline number or domestic violence shelter. But one number that I keep in mind is that 911. Call 911. Have an exit plan. Once you get the exit plan, all you have to do is call 911. They will give you the resources. Don't try to call a shelter. A lot of times women have lost their lives because they're trying to call a shelter. If someone has pulled a weapon out, they're threatening you, you call 911. You tell a family member, call it role playing. Call one of your best friend and family member and say, if I ever call you and say the color purple, that means you call 911 for safety because my life is in danger. Let someone know. Talk about what's going on. Now, you can't talk to everybody because the first thing some survivors or some women, they'll say, no, girl, go back. No. Or they'll say, you stupid. Girl, it's hard out here. No, baby, because once that bullet hits you, it's not guaranteed you're going to survive. So once again, if you need resources, call 911. Visit our website at wcmcares.org. I thank God that I continue to go out here in these trenches. I thank God that I go out here and get resources for women and children that have been impacted by domestic violence. I am passionate about domestic violence. I'm not your typical CEO that sits behind a desk and make phone calls and sitting on the internet Googling. No, I'm about safety first.